In this video, we are going to study about numericals on heat chapter. Before understanding the numericals, we need to understand the basic principles involved in heat transfer and the formulas involved. First of all, what is the principle of heat exchange? Whenever a hot body is kept in contact with a cold body, hot body will give heat to the cold body. So suppose if the temperature of hot body is T1 and the temperature of cold body is T2, of course T1 is greater than T2, then hot body will give heat to cold body till the time temperature of both the bodies becomes same, that is T. So what is the heat given or what is the temperature fall of hot body? Hot body will become bit cold and cold body will become bit hot. So hot body, the fall in temperature will be T1 minus T, which is delta T. And there will be rise in temperature for the cold body. So rise in temperature because T will be greater than T2. So it will be T minus T2. Understood? For example, if the hot body is at suppose temperature of 100 degrees Celsius and cold body is at a temperature of suppose 30 degrees Celsius, then both will suppose they come together and it is at around 60 degrees Celsius. So how much, what is the delta T for hot body? 100 minus 60, it is 40. And what is the delta T for cold body? 60 minus 30, which is 30. Understood? So we have to understand this concept. Now second concept involved is, so heat given by the hot body is equal to heat given by the cold body. Is Q1 is the heat given by the hot body and Q2 is the heat taken by the cold body, then Q1 is equal to Q2. Now we know the formula of Q. Q is mc delta T, where m is the mass of the body, c is the specific heat capacity and delta T is the change in temperature. For C1, you know the units of C1 is calories per gram degree Celsius or kilocalories per kilogram degree Celsius. We need to remember the C for water. For water, C is 1 calorie per gram or 1 kilocalories per kilogram. If the mass is given in kilogram, you take C water as 1 kilocalories per kilogram, or you convert that mass into gram and use 1 calories per gram. Also, we need to remember latent heat of melting or fusion for ice, which is 80 calories per gram, and latent heat of vaporization is 540 calories per gram. So first you have to remember this part. Second, whenever you supply heat to a body, it will do two things. First, the heat supplied will result into rise in temperature or fall in temperature plus change in state. So what is the heat taken by the body for rise in temperature? It is mc delta T. And what is the heat for change in state? It is m into L. If there is only rise in temperature, it will be mc delta T. If it is only change in state, it will be m into L. And if both rise in temperature as well as change in state takes place, we will have to take both. Let us make you understand concept with the help of one simple. Suppose you have water, ice, and ice is at minus 10 degrees Celsius. When I supply heat to ice, first there will be rise in temperature. From minus 10 degree ice, it will become 0 degree ice. Then from 0 degree ice, it will become 0 degree water. And then from 0 degree water, suppose it becomes 50 degrees water. So what will be the heat involved from minus 10 to 0? It will be mc delta T. What will be heat involved from 0 to 0? It will be m into L. Again, what will be heat involved from 0 to 50? It will be mc delta T. This concept we need to understand for water, for ice. First, if it is from minus, there will be rise in temperature, it will come to 0. At 0 degree Celsius, ice will get converted into water. then the heat involved over there is m into L. After it gets converted fully into water at 0 degree Celsius, it will now rise the temperature. Then the heat involved will be mc delta T. So these basic concepts, if we know properly, we can easily solve the numericals. So let us now start with the first sum. Let us look at the first sum. What is given? Equal heat is given to two objects A and B. That means QA is equal to QB. Equal heat is given. Of mass, what is MA? MA is equal to 1 gram and MB is also equal to mass of body A is equal to 1 gram, mass of body B is also equal to 1 gram. Temperature of A increases by, here it is not given temperature is, it is given increases by, means delta T is given. So delta T of A is equal to 3 degrees Celsius and delta T of B is equal to 5 degrees Celsius. Which object has more specific heat capacity? You will write Ca and you will have write Cb. So you have to find the relation between Ca and Cb. Can I say Qa is equal to Qb? So what is given? Qa equal amount of heat is given. So Qa is equal to Qb. What is Qa? It is Ma Ca delta Ta, which is equal to Mb Cb delta Tb. So Ma is given as 1, Ca we don't know, delta Ta is given by 3, which is equal to Mb is equal to 1, delta Cb I don't know, delta T is given by 5. So therefore Ca I have over here. So Ca is equal to 5 upon 3 Cb. So clearly 5 upon 3 is greater than 1. Numerator is greater than denominator. 5 upon 3 is greater than 1. So specific heat capacity of Ca is more by a factor 5 upon 3. Ca of, or you can say specific heat capacity Ca is more than B, then Cb by a factor 5 upon 3. Understood? Please note down this sum. Okay, now next sum. When you are involving these sums, see what is easy. You write down what is your hot body and what will be your cold body. Okay, now here liquid ammonia is used in ice factory for making ice from water. If water has 20 degrees Celsius, so your hot body is water. Okay, so water at 20 degrees Celsius is to be converted into 2 kg ice. So mass of water is equal to 2 kg at 0 degrees Celsius. So for this water, your T1 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius, T2 is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. I know specific heat capacity of water, it is kg is given over here. Okay, either I will convert this kg into grams. So this is equal to 2000 grams. So cal is equal to 1 gram per calories per degree Celsius. And what is L? L of melting is how much? 80 calories per gram. So this is all what I know about hot body. Now who is my cold body over here? How many grams of liquid ammonia? So mass of ammonia are to be evaporated. So I am evaporating liquid ammonia, how many grams of ammonia are to be evaporated? So basically it is considered that it is in the state, we have to directly take L. So L of A is equal to latent heat of vaporization of ammonia is 341. So whatever heat is given by water, it will be taken by liquid ammonia. So because this is hot body, so heat given by water is equal to heat taken by liquid ammonia. Now you have to check out whether there is a change of state in case of water. What is given over here is, if water at 20 degrees Celsius is to be converted to ice, so what all heat conversions will be there? You will have water, then it will convert into water at 0 degrees Celsius, and then it will get converted into ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Here you have water at 20 degrees Celsius. It will get converted first into water at 0 degrees Celsius, and then it will convert into ice at 0 degrees Celsius. So this is the total heat I have to give, and this heat will be taken by liquid ammonia basically to vaporize. So you have M into L. So it will be, because it is only change of state, so mass of ammonia into liquid ammonia, you have L. Now what is the heat involved over here? This will be mass of the water into C of the water into delta T plus mass of the water into L. This is equal to M into ammonia multiplied by La. What is MW? How much? What is the mass? 2000. Multiplied by CW is 1. Multiplied by delta T, it is 20 minus 0. Plus M into L. How much is M? 2000. Into what is L? L is 80. And this is equal to Ma multiplied by La. What is L of ammonia? Ammonia L, it is given as 341. So what do you get over here? 2000 into 20 plus 2000 into 80 is equal to Ma into 341. 2000 common you can take, and 20 plus 80 is equal to Ma into 341. So therefore 2000 into 100 is equal to Ma into 341. You want the value of Ma, so 341 will come in denominator. Ma is equal to 2000 into 100 divided by 341. You do the division and you will get the answer as 586 586.4 kg. 586.4 grams, sorry. 586.4 grams. So this is how you are going to, mainly you should understand how the heat transfer is taking place. I hope you all have understood this sum. Please copy it down.